Okay, so I spent the whole of last year making one game each month. Yeah, it was cool and all, but none of those games were my dream game. This time I want to make my dream game. So your dream game is that huge idea for a game you have, but the problem is you just can't make it. So this time my plan was to actually make my dream game. So what's the idea I have? So growing up, I've always loved watching those stickman animations like Alan Baker, Fabiano Cruz, and of course the Combat Goes videos, where there are some action-packed scenes which get inspiration from shows and animes. So I tried my hardest to look for a game with similar combat to these videos, but I couldn't find one which had what I was looking for. But last year I played the Watchman game and loved the finishers in the game. It adds so much satisfaction to defeating an enemy. Many games use this like Gotham Knights and Sekiro. It gives so much impact to a kill, but when a game doesn't do these finishers, I just don't feel that same sense of satisfaction. I mean, just look at the difference when you kill a boss in Sekiro versus when you kill one in Dark Souls. Yeah, same with you. Vector is a 2D side-scroller game where you escape from your desk job and do flips on rooftops. I really love the parkour animations, but it felt like it didn't give enough control to the player when doing these flips off the rooftops. Because in the game you just swipe up, down or forward to speed up. I mean, it makes sense because it's immobile, but I wanted something more from a game, but again, I couldn't seem to find a game which had this stuff. So since I can't find a game with this stuff, why don't I just make one? I plan on making a beat-em-up parkour game with combat inspired from stickman animations and parkour inspired from Vector. The gameplay will be like Castle Crashers but with finishers and stuff, and it will have local multiplayer, which not enough games do these days cause they're less profitable. But you know, screw that, let's jump right in and make this game. This is Devlog 0. So the first thing I wanted to do is make the game movement. Most of the games I make do not use humanoid characters like stickmen, so getting the body proportions right was a bit challenging when drawing. So I drew a little stickman and the hardest part began, which is animating. Easy animations like the walk and run animations took about an hour each to animate, and we hadn't even gotten to the flips yet. I tried animating some fighting moves like punch, kick and whatever this is, but I wasn't too happy with how the animations look, so I'll just save that for another devlog. Now let's animate some flips. I started with this backflip animation using some inspiration from Pinterest. The cool thing I learned about animation is that it's really hard when animating without references like straight from your head, but it gets much easier once you use references from the internet. Here's what the animation looks like so far. It's not the best, but I think they'll work. In a more technical aspect, since the game is going to have tons of animations, I couldn't just use the animated sprite like I always do in Godot. I needed to use something which is more scalable, which is the animation tree. This lets you connect animations with a chance to add transitions in between them. But the thing is, learning how to use the animation tree isn't very beginner friendly. This is a sneak peek of what my animation tree looks like right now. So yeah, it's a mess, but well, don't look at it, just look at this cool backflip animation. I started coding the movement for the game, and remember I have to make it as scalable as possible, so I used resources and state machines to handle the movement. I made the player be able to walk or run. One point during the development of the game, the jump broke where the player would just start falling down slowly, and well, I had to look for the mistake in the code and I managed to find the problem. Another thing I wanted to add to the game was a ledge grab. I've never done this before, so I looked up a tutorial and this one helped me a lot. You should check it out if you want to add a ledge grab to your 2D game. Another idea I had, which I got from this old Bruce Lee game I used to play on the Game Boy emulator on my mom's laptop, you could do a really cool thing where if you sprint at the wall, you can do a wall backflip off it, which looked pretty cool if you ask me. I implemented the ledge grab and went over to Asseprite to make a ledge backflip animation, and from the looks of it, it came out pretty good. Then I added it to the game and it looks a bit much like not that realistic, but you know, tell me what you think. I think it looks good. Movement in the game was looking good so far, but I felt like we didn't have enough flips in the game. So I went over to Separate and started animating some front flips. I made a standard front flip and also this one, which is like a swanton bomb, a move Jeff Hardy used to use where he climbs up the top rope and does a slow widespread front flip onto his opponent. Bruh, how did these guys used to do this stuff? It's crazy. I animated this and it was so much fun making these animations this time. I kind of got used to making animations in Separate. I thought it would be torture, but you know, it's actually nice. With a bit more code and my animation to looking even worse, I managed to add 2 new flips to the game. I haven't made any art for the game like the background and stuff, but you know, this is what the game looks so far. Hope you like it. So I really liked working on this game, so I just wanted to release a video because I've left most of my subscribers in the dark. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this short video and I'll be happy to see the ideas you have to make this game better. You can leave them down in the comments. So this is what I managed to make in about 2 weeks, so let's see what we can do in another 2 weeks and hopefully I can get another devlog release. So thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Marv out.